What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains back again with their GME and AMC update. So yeah, GME up 5%, AMC up around 5% as well. So I mean, we had a pretty good day today. Tomorrow's Friday, so what is kind of our outlook into next week, or kind of just the outlook into tomorrow and going into the beginning of next week? Well, let's look at a few things. So let's put on some indicators. Again, like last video, let's put on the stock RSI, and then we'll put on the moving average. So we'll put on the MACD. All right, so 4-hour MACD is actually starting to flip green, and then if we go to the daily, it's actually curling up, which you see has happened kind of multiple times here. You see this kind of curl up and then moon, curl up and then moon, curl up and then moon, curl up and then, well, hopefully we moon. And so your daily stock RSI is also curling up as well. So I mean, we're looking pretty good. I mean, really, it's like we had this huge dip all the way back to the 200 SMA. It's like something's got to happen at that point. You can't, like, that was like a spring zone. That was like you just hit a freaking trampoline. So you should be seeing like a pretty explosive move coming pretty soon. It's like we look at the 4-hour chart and we're just sitting here like, well, okay. I mean, we have a trend line that exists right here. I mean, you have your magnet tool, right, and you place it at the top of this. I mean, you have a point that touches here, you have a point that touches here, and it's like you're there. I mean, I don't know. It's like, let's go down to the 15-minute. So if we go down to the 15-minute, so we can actually kind of get this a little bit more accurate. So we have our trend line. I mean, that perfectly touches the top here. Okay. So perfectly touches the top here. You have a point here that touches these two wicks perfectly. Then you get a rejection, and then you have a touch point here. So you have 3 touches, and we've been tracking this triangle before this touch even occurred. So I mean, it's it seems to be working, and you come down here and you have this little trend. Here we have like 3 touches. So there's like a trend line based off here. You basically just make a trend, and then you can actually go into your settings right here, and then do the extend right line, click OK, and then you've had just a trend line that just extends out indefinitely. But I mean, that's just it. And then we zoom into the 5-minute, and you can see where we actually fell out of the triangle, which is what I said in one of my previous videos. I was like, I thought that we were going to go up here, but we ended up actually dropping to the 200 SMA, trying to get back in, having this little like rejection pattern thing. But I mean, I don't know what's happening here. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe we could just chop around, or maybe like do one of these, which is like kind of possible, because you do like a breakout, then you go retest the downward trend line, and then you kind of shoot up. But it's like you're kind of running out of room. Like, you're literally in the apex of this triangle. I mean, you're there, right? And it's like we made this triangle a while ago, and is it coincidence that at the end of the day you literally just start chopping around like right here in this apex? And it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, you can let me know. Maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but I mean, you can just see it for yourself. I mean, we've kind of just reached the climax of this thing. But I mean, you go to your indicators again. It's like, okay, well, we're kind of curling back up, on a daily time frame. So I don't know. It's just like, I just don't know how much longer, man. I don't know how much longer you can just chop around and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I think that would be kind of unusual. But you bounced off perfectly your 100 SMA, so you should be heading up to at least your 20 and your 50 SMA, so that's all the way at $25, and it's like at that point you're probably going to go much higher. So I mean, that's kind of my next target, is the 20 and 50 SMA. I mean, you have this perfect bounce off the 100, so we should be able to shoot up here. AMC, what's AMC looking like? Okay, we go to the 4-hour chart. We had this little fake out of the pennant. So, you know, you faked out of the pennant, you hit your 100 SMA, shot right back up in it, and then came back down. So now you have 4 touches in your pennant. On the bottom trend line, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we don't count that one, then we have 4 on the top as well. So I mean, it is pretty symmetrical. So really, I mean, all that's left to really do is you're probably going to shoot up past your 200 and your 20 SMA, because we just bounced off of your off to the 50 SMA right at the end of the day. We actually bounced off the 50 SMA. If we zoom in here to the 5 minutes, you bounced off your 50, which is right here, this orange line that you can see right here. So we were kind of fighting with it, like kind of the entire later end of the day, and then boom, at the end of the day we shot up right past it. And actually aftermarket, we're pretty much exactly on it. So this time I mean I just don't see any other variation. It's like you shoot past your 50 and your 200, or actually this is your 20 SMA, so your 20 and your 200 SMA, and it's like your 20 is gonna go above your 200, and you're probably gonna shoot. I mean, once you break this trend line, I mean, it should be GG's at that point. So it, like, this is kind of looking like it's the end game here. It's freaking like Thanos Avengers end game. Freaking, it's over. I don't know. This is kind of just what I'm seeing. I mean, your EMAs, I mean, your SMAs are so tight right here. GMEs, like trading. I mean, maybe we, like, okay, maybe possibly, okay, maybe we misinterpreted this trend line or something, even though it's been reacting to it, so it kind of gives it more validity. Okay, maybe we misinterpreted it. This trend line has to be valid. Like, I don't give a shit. This trend line is freaking valid. Like, there's no other way to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're right at it anyways. Like, we're right at this anyways. So I don't know. These things look primed. These things look primed to go. And I know it's kind of weird saying that, because you've had so many days of just chopping around doing bullshit. But I mean, I think an explosive move is coming soon. I really do. I mean, so for AMC, just watch us get past the 200 SMA, and then test the top of this pennant. GME, I would wait for us to shoot to the 20 and the 50 SMA, and they both look primed to go. And like, I think once that happens, I think it's freaking GG's. I think it's over. I think it's moass. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be soon. I'm not a dates person. That's just me. I don't do dates. I like to average down. I like to buy and hold, and I'm like, I don't know when it's gonna be, you know, but I think it's gonna be soon. And that's pretty much the whole video. I mean, I have nothing else to really talk about. It's kind of just the same stuff that we've been tracking this whole time and just waiting for it to play out. I did actually want to talk about Intel. I mean, this is like kind of a crazy story where you have just like this huge dump in the stock, and you know, you have its CEO like posting Bible quotes on Twitter. Let's look up Intel CEO. Yeah, like the Intel, look, CEO at Intel, and he's just posting like Bible quotes, dog. It's like, okay, something's going on here. Um, but I mean, this could honestly be a buying opportunity. I mean, you've had such a significant drop, and it's to the point where, you know, I was actually reading a post on Twitter. Yeah, look, this is crazy. Intel is so hated by the market right now that it is now trading at tangible book value. Tangible book value is normally what shareholders get if a company goes bankrupt. So this is kind of crazy. So I guess they're just trading at literally just fundamental value, just purely fundamental val. That's kind of insane. I mean, especially a company that's been around for so long. It's like, geez, man. I mean, this was kind of like a huge kind of bear flag here. You can kind of see. Let's turn this magnet tool off. But yeah, this is kind of like a huge little like bear flag. Let's take this distance. What was this distance? So you have here. So we'll actually turn the extend that off. Okay, and we'll kind of bring this down here. Hey, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. So this bear flag thing kind of played out right here to the exact level. I don't know. Look, I don't know anything about this stock, but I mean, this could be a dip buying opportunity. But yeah, I mean, it could be a buy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to kind of make a new video on it and do some more research, but I'm just telling you, I think this thing's ready to blow. But that's pretty much the whole video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.